Oke, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Muhammad Faiz. How's life? Hopefully, may Allah bless us. Uh, Today, I want to dedicate this video for the mid examination of Introduction to Politics with our lecturer, Mr. Herman Kelani Tanjung. And then let's start together. Let's start with say Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Introduction to Politics. Okay. Firstly, I want to tell about my biography and background. My name is Muhammad Faiz. Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim, born in Bantul, 4th of August 2001. My character is dynamic, communicative, visionary, and idealist. Strength and weakness: physical strength, strategic thinking, emotion management, but weak in terms of exact calculation. Passion and hobbies: public speaking, writing, reading, uh, graphic design, sport like futsal, badminton, volley, like that. And then we're into a wonderful family. I'm very grateful to be born in a family that is very harmonious, strong with Islamic values, and highly respect education, but formal and moral. A very good and conducive place to stay. I live in the Stay area, Bantul, Yogyakarta, an environment that is very conducive, religious, safe, and comfortable. But that doesn't mean that my community environment is a perfect environment. Apparently, there are still many problems in society, and I am determined to be able to provide solution for these problems. Spirit of life. My life motto is reach the love of Allah, reach the love of Allah in the sky and spread it on earth. The meaning is that I want to be an obedient and faithful servant of Allah because Allah is our everything. Because Allah is everything for our life and spreads love and happiness to all people and creatures on earth. Khairun nas anfa'uhum linnas. That is the other words. Yes. Jadi sebaik-baik manusia yang bermanfaat bagi orang lain. Okay, next slide. What is your opinion about politics? Politics, in my opinion, firstly, politics is the art of leadership. I really like and are interested in politics. Politics for me is an art in leadership, but unfortunately, today many Indonesian, especially young people, are still apathetic towards politics because they are considered dirty things. Even though, in my opinion, it is not because of politics, but people, those who play politics. They are people who only have ambition for office and wealth, so that they only harm others. But I'm sure there are still many politicians who are honest, kind, and trustworthy. And secondly, politics is like a knife. In simple terms, I analogize politics as a knife seperti sebuah pisau, bagaikan sebuah pisau. If the knife user use a knife for good and useful things, for example, such as cutting fruit, making food, and other good things, then the knife will look like a good thing. However, if the knife is misused, it is used to do things that are not good and harm others, then the knife will be seen as a bad and terrible thing. According to you, what is the best or the most suitable ideology for Indonesia? In my opinion, guys, in my opinion, the Pancasila ideology is the most appropriate ideology for the Indonesian land. for the Indonesian nation. And I believe that Pancasila is a reflection of Islamic values that are perfect and comprehensive. Islamic, which is Rahmatan lil Alamin, contains meaning of divinity, humanity, unity, deliberation, and justice. Everything. In in fact, it is not only our our ideology in the nation and state, but also our way of life. This is our way of life. So that when we can practice and implement, we will also practice Islamic values. Okay, next slide. About nationalism. Nationalism that we often hear is a sense of love for a country. However, in my opinion, if nationalism is love for the nation, then it is not only limit to words but also proof, because love is not only promise but also proof. Sadly, recently our nation has been enlivened by narrative of I'm Pancasilais, I'm Indonesia, I'm nationalist, which according to which according to Sujiwo Tejo can actually cause politicization in society. What we should prioritize more from this nationalism is how we implement it in everyday life without our contribution. So it's not just narrative. There are so many simple things that can be done as a form of expression or implementation of that nationalism. Simple example such as the use the Indonesian language. We learn and practice the Indonesian language, including example of expression of nationalism. Then if we learn and use foreign language, then we become nationalists. Now, big no, guys. Precisely, if we can learn a foreign language, which then we use the foreign language to contribute and advance the nation in the international arena. That is the real nationalism. Then another simple example is that we always contribute to advancing the people's economy by buying original Indonesian product. In my opinion, the Indonesian nation has been given a lot of quality and natural resources, but the development of human beings who may be lacking in compassion. So what we should do is not import, but we build our society, support the economy, life, and of the community. What do you think about Indonesian political system? What is your suggestion for Indonesian politics? According to Professor Asep Abdullah, in his book, The Indonesian Political System, the political system in Indonesia can be interpreted either as entire historical process from the time of the establishment of the Indonesian state to the present day, or only in certain periods of the historical process. In its historical reality, one can find the essential difference in the political system in Indonesia from one period to another. It's like uh, that is some example from the political system in Indonesia yang pernah kita anut di bangsa Indonesia. While the state philosophy remains unchanged, what are the cause of the difference, even contradictory symptoms between the ideals and their implementation? First, philosophy has little influence on the political system and politician. Second, the standard and model of the Indonesian political system has not been found that are suitable and support the ideals of country. In my opinion, Indonesia democratic political system will be able to run effectively and in accordance with the values of Pancasila if the quality of community development is also good. To overcome this, in my opinion, the educational aspect is most fundamental things to improve, not only formal education, but also the moral education of the community. Regarding this, we already have the best example, namely Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. What is the concept of community improvement and development carried out by Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? Rasulullah Muhammad had a stage of community development and system improvement. Ada tahapan-tahapannya. Firstly, start with ourselves. Yes, become a comprehensive Muslim personality. Menjadi seorang Muslim yang komprehensif. Jadi seorang Muslim yang seutuhnya, yang bisa bermanfaat juga bagi orang lain. And then being harmonious family dari diri kita, dari individu-individu Muslim yang komprehensif tadi akan membentuk keluarga yang harmoni. That family sakinah mawadah warahmah, and from the harmony family that become a madani civil or masyarakat madani, fair and prosperous society. From the madani civil or masyarakat yang madani itu maka akan terbentuk being a powerful country, baldatun thayyibatun wa rabbun ghafur, like in the Al-Quran, menjadi bangsa yang baik dan penuh dengan ampunan Allah Subhanahu wa taala. And that is our dreams. That is inilah impian kita bersama teman-teman semuanya. And then closing, unorganized good will close to organized evil. So let's build goodness and make an impact together. Sebuah kebaikan yang tidak terorganisir akan kalah dengan keburukan yang terorganisir. So, maka marilah kita bersama-sama membangun kebaikan dan berdampak bersama. I think that's enough from me. My name Muhammad Ghozi Faiz. Then thanks for your attention. Keep your spirit and never give up. Stay healthy and happy. Syukran alaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See ya.